morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the boombar right here on your Boom Radio NG. My name, Oladolupo Balogun.
Good day, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good day, good everything. And I would like to suggest that our main anchor should not be wearing black in a black background because all we can see now is the headphones. It's the boombar on your Boom Radio NG. My name is Shola.
You're the only one I can see. You're the only one that can see just black.
Well,
I'm not as black as you are.
We have 25 issues today. Let's start. My name is Tokumbo Jekule. Leave that. We're coming
So
back
I
to
should
that.
keep quiet here, or can you shut up?
No. He's actually trying to tell you that my own issue is not important.
So can you shut up?
Issue to me is important. Ni Tokumbo so yeah. O support any. Is your fanboy. Boy toy.
I have nothing to say.
No, there's a
Please
song
don't
called.
say anything.
There's a song called Boy Toy, one of the new songs that came out this week. So, yeah.
Okay, you got it from there, right?
Yes, it's New Music Friday right here on your Boom Radio NG. Yes, I got it from there. And we're going to be talking a lot of new music. And we won't spend too much time on it. Because, man, story plenty for Glando. Story, that is, 1 hour is not enough.
Can't be.
Yeah, so basically, just wanted to put it out there for if you are complaining about my black, sorry, because there's a lot of black. I just clicked like about 70% of my wardrobe is black.
That's not the issue, actually. When you get to review, if you ever get to review this video, all I can see is the headphones, but it's all right. It's all right.
Anyway,
Human
I
beings,
refuse to talk.
they just can't take
I
criticism.
refuse to say anything.
I get
I'm
it.
looking at it and I think
You look
I'm yellow enough to do not blend in so
Purplish
much.
enough to drag from the black.
Anyway,
And there's some body shaming or color shaming.
What?
Some shaming somewhere there, but it's all right.
anyway.
Which is no way.
It is New Music Friday, like he had said. So we're diving right into the music. King Promise and Young John decided to give us Terminator. In fact, we saw a lot of Young John this week. Yeah, about 2 or 3 songs has Young John on it. So anyway, King Promise and Young John, Terminator.
Didn't listen to it. King Promise, great guy, out of Ghana, amazing guy. Always on one collaboration or the other. That's
With
gonna be
Nigerians, yeah.
big. Yeah, but so I like to focus on
Okay.
Nigeria. So, but I listened to the other ones too. But today I didn't listen to King Promise.
Just wanted to put it out there. Just open Twitter now, and Threads is trending number 1 on Twitter.
As it should be.
Okay, we'll get right to that, but very hilarious. Moving on from that, and Majid and Benson has Waka Jeje.
Now I listened to that one, and it actually has the perfect collaboration. The kind of guy that should be on the song is on the song. That's
I think
that's
they really did
Benson.
blend together. Wait,
Yeah.
Majid is the one with he has a song with Tiwa Savage,
Yes,
right?
same guy.
Yeah, same guy. Okay, yeah. So really nice song actually. That I would not take anything with. World and SARS location. I think this is a little different from what World would normally do.
Not necessarily different. It's still the same word with the nice vocals. I played it for Tokumbo. I saw him bopping and like, yeah, that's what it is. And I'm glad that he has this nice flow with SARS.
Yeah.
And in my book,
Really good.
In my book, SARS can do no wrong.
A very, very nice song, actually. Also, now moving on from that, Black Bones. The Black Bones decided to give us like Ice Spice and like Bezos. I think I prefer like Bezos, if I'm correct.
Why do you have to choose? That's the question.
I prefer. I decide to choose, and I think I prefer like Bezos. But they're actually really nice songs. Of course, we've been seeing different sides to Black Bones. It's not just a rapper; he sings and all that. So yeah, it's a different vibe to it. But I think he really did work.
Now, for me, I'm not going to choose. He's dropped 2 singles same day. And I just want to talk about the genius that Black Bones is. There's a line that is trending on Twitter, Emeka Must Shine. It's from one of the songs that he just dropped. There's something about that guy. So last week he was analyzing how people would, diss a song that just came out. And the song will go on to excel. And he mentioned a couple of artists, Ashake and one or 2 other people. And by the way, he's Ashake's main person. Like, he knew Ashake before any of us did. At some point, Ashake was like a backup singer to Black Bones. At some point, they're that close, kind of, yeah. So now Ashake is probably bigger, probably globally, probably. I might be wrong.
Yeah,
Black Bones,
according to numbers.
yeah, but Black
yeah.
Bones is doing massive, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing good.
So
for
you know,
himself.
last week he said he started telling people that look, he's dropping 1 or 2 songs next week, which is today. Next week is now today. That he wants people to curse him out,
Yeah,
and,
so
and tell him that his song is made and it's not good enough. Because when they do that, the song will sell. That he has noticed that any negative vibe that
Yeah.
they put on songs makes it
he
sell.
actually
And you
does.
know, so a couple of people actually started, dissing him to support him. And I said to myself, this is one of the smartest music entrepreneurs out there.
Yes.
Why am I saying
He
it?
does a lot of different things that draws attention to himself.
The-
That you cannot take
You remember
away
his
from him.
concert when he dressed like a pastor,
Yeah,
wearing
and
all
he was
white?
going all round Lagos. Yeah,
Then the same guy,
beautiful.
a few years ago, took his CDs to the streets.
Streets, yeah.
It was in Lekki in traffic selling by himself, like,
And that's a nice one.
And it would
We've seen-
sell
we've
because
seen that
it's nice to
before
see
many
Black Bones on the
years
road.
back.
Yeah, you know,
Phoenix Liberty and Co did that, but this is a new one for this Gen Z, and I think it should work.
So
Yes.
wherever you see anything Black Bones, please just big
he's
shout
a
out to
very
him.
creative person. Remember the conversation of when he came out and decided to direct his own video?
Yes, no.
Say that.
He made a lot of noise about it. One of the biggest movie and video directors out there. The guy makes music videos, but I think he should be making movies. TG Omori, when he heard how much TG charges, he said he would direct his video by himself. And he made a lot of noise about it.
And he
went ahead to
was a
direct his
hit.
video by
It
himself.
was a hit.
And it worked. So this guy has marketing on lockdown. Please go check out the 2 songs. For me, I like Ice Spice. Like Ice Spice is actually an American rapper, and like Bezos. And Bezos, of course, everyone knows, is one time richest man in the world.
Yeah.
Still hoovering
Still
around.
one of the
still
richest,
hoovering
yeah.
around. Yeah. And so that's what he's done. Then again, you notice the heavy influence of foreign songs there, and he's been able to balance it well. So big shout out to Black Bones. Anybody that sees him, tell him that he has a big fan in this place.
Egungundudu.
Yeah, Black Bones.
Okay. Anyway, Balash Mother decided to give us D&D featuring Lil Kesh.
Lil Kesh is back, like someone tweeted when I saw the
Yeah,
song.
I think
and
he
all of
is.
that. This song, for me, is a beautiful song because it goes beyond your regular Afro beats. It has a lot of EDM flows in it. It's going to make it to our EDM list anyway, because if you go listen again, you see the up-tempo part. And how Balash Mother keeps using his unique voice, to do unique things, and doing these nice collaborations needs to be, applauded. So big shout out to Bella Shmurda and Lil Kesh. I love the song.
Yeah, I'm talking about Lil Kesh. Lil Kesh decided to drop another song this week with Young Jung, Feeling Funny. Funny thing, I think I would say this is probably my song of the week.
Probably or is because
I think it is. And what did this remind me of? I'm like, oh, this is actually a nice collaboration of like former YBNL mates, and it worked perfectly. It was a very nice synergy. And what I like, I think that was what I would say Majid and Benson gave us. When I like collaborations where at some point, especially when you're listening to the audio and not the video, you almost cannot make out who is who.
Yeah.
Like they blend the voice, the singing, everything blends
Looks
in
so
that much.
real,
And then you're like, okay, who is who? Like you really can't even say, okay, who is singing now, what's singing now? And I think it was a very nice blend. Beautiful, beautiful blend. Like he had said, I think Lil Kesh is back and is onto something really, really big. Also, Johnny Drill this week decided to give us the best part. This was where he officially announced that he's married, been married over a year. Probably broke the hearts of a lot of people.
So Johnny Drill is married
Get
to
married.
is married to his colleague. Someone
Yeah.
that is a part of the Maven family. And I saw the video of that song. I listened to the song too. Johnny Drill can actually, create music and post it from the UK or America with a different name. and you will not know he's Nigerian.
It almost sounded. I think there's a lot of, I would say, John Legend influence in his music. It's just different. Like this particular song does not. It's almost like you couldn't put it in a box. And the friend that popped in my head is like, why are this kind of songs not getting like Grammy nominations?
Wasn't sound Nigerian?
It wasn't sound. It was just music. You can't say, oh, that's an American music.
Okay.
That's it. It was just beautiful music. It was just different. That's like Esther said, like you can't. It's not someone like this is an Afrobeat singer or this is. It's just different. But I really also think that there's a lot of John Legend kind of feel. With he actually reminds me a lot of John Legend whenever I listen to it. But so this song, very extremely really nice song, really very very nice song. Let's move on from that and let's go to Spiral, where Spiral featured Diamond Platinums, Tenny and Yaya with For You.
When you're diligent at what you do, when you're good at what you do, you will just find things happening the way that you never imagined.
Yeah, I saw a tweet that he put out a few days ago talking about how I think he said that a lot of people are talking about how he's a new cat but don't know when he started. I can categorically say Spiral is not a new cat.
It's not even
I am actually
It's not a cat.
It's not a cat, it's a lion.
As far back as 2009, 2010, when he was still in UI. When you are around the same time, he has always been singing. Of course, until you become...
You blow.
Yeah, until you blow, people don't really know you. But I think there was one song that we knew that was really common, Bagan or something funny like that. It was very popular in UI.
He even has a song with Davido and the crew, Funke.
Yeah, that was even way recent.
I know the recent you are talking about. Do you know how many years ago?
Oh yeah.
Before you heard about Ashake.
Oh,
before you heard about a couple of.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Them. So
I'm not Spiral Freeze.
Nah.
It was UI was Spiral Freeze.
Spiral's no new cat.
So it was like 2009, 2010 thereabout. So he's not a new cat, but it is what it is.
But congratulations to him, for
the
coming,
consistency
for coming through,
yeah,
for himself, and also vowing that he's not gonna go the vulgar line and do any of those dirty stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of people came for him.
Yeah, and he stood his ground, and I'm happy for him, and I'm so happy for him because I remember when Rodney came here, one of our guys, another artist that is actually a friend of Spyro's, and he was calling Spyro up like, "Oh, you need to come through to Boom Radio and all of that." He's like, "Yeah, he wants to come." I'm not going to tell you beyond that, but I'm just happy for him, and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah,
and I hope that he will continue to thrive and to excel. So he has that song with Inyanya, Diamond Platinums, and Tenny.
Yep.
1 year ago, you wouldn't have seen this coming.
You definitely.
And this is where he is now. It didn't stop there. Same guy yesterday dropped the remix of his song "Who's Your Guy," the Mzamzi version featuring Focalistic. Now, Focalistic, we have conferred on him honorary Nigerian. He's a South African artist that is one of us.
That's the guy who plays that music.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He plays around with music.
He's a singer.
Nigerian music style.
No, he sings his South African thing.
But
he
it's
has
just
featured.
on
He's
a
featured with
lot.
Davido. He's
Collabos,
featured with
yeah.
Davido. He's featured with CK.
Okay.
He's featured with was it Belash? One of them recently.
Everybody.
Focalistic is one of us.
Yes.
So this is Focalistic on the Mzamzi remix of "Who's Your Guy" with Spyro. 2 songs dropped this week for Spyro. And we just hope you're going to go stream those songs on all the streaming platforms or keep listening to Boom Radio because we're going to play those songs for you.
Yeah, and Diamond Platinums featuring Chike. Funny thing, I did not listen to that song. I don't know why.
Yeah, a song dropped a couple of days ago. Diamond Platinums is another
Nigerian.
honorary Nigerian. It's basically we're just color-being everybody that is good. If you're good, you're Nigerian.
If
you're
you're good, just come to Nigeria so that you can blow.
So you can be gooder.
So that you can blow.
You're good cannot be gooder. It's a gooder, goodest.
Shola,
What?
I wanted us to pause and rewind and move on.
Rewind is on Sunday. You can't talk about 7 p.m.
Okay.
7 p.m.
Now,
Rewind.
moving on. Lakon decided to drop an album.
I was
Oba.
waiting for the call.
Funny thing,
Yes,
I
was
did not
waiting.
listen to the album.
Oh.
Don't worry, somebody
I had
listened,
to.
and the
Oh,
person
okay.
is here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
I
give
listened-
us
I
your.
listened to Bioba, right? Let me
Yeah.
start with Bioba. Bioba is a wonderful piece. You know.
Oh,
Yeah. It actually makes me look at a chance, the opportunity to marry chant songs with a sequence of piano and drums. He brought jazz into that feel. The opening of that song was beautiful, and the Bioba became a chant behind him, and gradually also began to do a Bioba chant with the drums and percussions. So it was a beautiful piece. For me, it has meat. In my day when we say
Is that your
music-
song of the week?
it is my song of the week.
I knew
because
it.
How
just
did you
knew
know
it.
that?
I just
How
knew
did
it.
you know that? That's my song of the week, and he did it so well with the group. Very, very, very good song. I loved it. It also brought. Now there was something we used to look back in the day, how instrumentations are given their own departments to feature. He used a lot of piano, and because of the great mixing he had, right? They they brought the piano effect and the voice effect with the lyrics. And for every time there was a mood swing, it would go up and come down, but it never lost its tempo. It never lost its... And that was... You know, I was listening to, I said, tell me about this guy. Did he study music? I was asking you, did he study music?
On the same album,
It was there for me.
because
I
if
think
I
it was
let
good.
to but it will not stop. On the same album, there's a song called Peruz's Interlude, and I played it for Tokubo. And when we were reviewing that song, he said this is more than an interlude. I said, it's obviously a song.
It was not
it's
an
over 2
interlude.
minutes.
It wasn't an interlude. What I saw was another chapter of that guy. And he being allowed to feature in this particular album, okay, to me it's an introductory to something big.
Okay,
that's
so
coming
who's
up
this?
for him.
Peruzzi.
Peruzzi, yeah.
Who was Peruzzi
Peruzzi.
The
himself?
song is titled Peruz's
Yeah,
Interlude.
it was
okay.
beautiful.
There's another song on the album
beautiful.
titled Odumodu in a Picanto. Remember that Odumodu had a song Picanto
Yeah.
and everything. And I'm wondering why you're doing an entire song for Odumodu.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
actually a good
It's a
song.
good song. Very good. Very, very good. Very
Oh, that's
I'm just
cool.
wondering why
Why
you've done the
though?
song for Odumodu. That's all.
Anyway, let's move on quickly from that. But all these songs and much more we're going to get right here
5
from
o'clock.
5 p.m. today, tomorrow, and on Sunday at 5 p.m. is New Music Niger right here on Boom Radio NG. So let's move on quickly from that. And let's move on.
Are we
to
done with
the
all these
miracle. Yes, we do not have a lot of time.
It is well in Jesus' name.
Amen.
There's more.
There's more.
But let's go on.
Anyway, let's go on, and that's the miracle that is happening to Nigeria's petroleum consumption. And the miracle is that
You know that
from the government, this is confirmed gist, that Nigeria's daily petrol consumption has reduced by 18.5 million litres since the removal of fuel subsidy.
Yeah.
Now, questions. Is it that people are not using as much fuel, so we are being more conservative, and now we are carpooling, and we're not, everybody's not just, vroom on the road, or people that are stealing Nigeria's subsidized fuel and are selling it abroad, or not, abroad can mean anything, just in case you're wondering what abroad means. It's not just America.
That are stealing.
That
People
no,
that are
not just
stealing.
America that is called abroad.
Okay.
Just wanted to put that out there. Is it that people are being people that are stealing subsidized fuel is not as lucrative anymore, so people are not taking that fuel out anymore, or the people that are buying to sell, they are not buying as much, maybe because they don't have enough purchasing power?
Okay, I want to dive into this one, and I want to dive into it quick. I noticed that after President Bola Tinubu had removed or officially reaffirmed the removal of subsidy, we already knew that President Buhari had catered for subsidy till, half of the year, plus a few days. But Tinubu was like, immediately he was going to remove it because he saw one or two reasons why, and we were not happy, but we have moved on. So people are still angry.
I am.
There's this studio. We won't
I
mention
am.
their names.
I am.
But you see, the thing is, immediately when that decision was taken, some of Tinubu supporters started trying to justify that decision by telling us that, oh, look at how the consumption of fuel had dropped. I knew it was a lie, because you cannot know in 2 or 3 days how much consumption had dropped.
The impact of that announcement.
It will take weeks.
Yes.
It will take days. So now that decision was taken over a month ago.
Yeah, over a little.
It's over a month. Today is the 7th. It was taken on the 29th of the previous month of the previous month. You
Those did not
understand?
know that it was taken already.
So
like the day it was
5
announced.
weeks of that decision. Now we can go with the statistics. A big shout out to nairametrics.com. I think that's their handle or their website. Yeah, for putting out this information. And a lot of people are talking about reasons. I'm not even going to read anybody's write-up. I'm just going to speak from my head. One of the reasons that I'm very sure is responsible is that the market value, the new and real market value of PMS has reduced the propensity for illegal exportation, which is known as smuggling.
Okay, not stealing.
Yeah, look grammar. I have to speak some grammar.
It's not different. Stealing.
You understand?
Excuse me, not stealing. Is it
Stealing.
Smuggling, stealing are in the same WhatsApp group.
Okay.
You understand? And their WhatsApp admin
legitimate
has been revealing pictures that I shouldn't be revealing. We will come back to that. However, that is one of the reasons why our consumption has dropped. We always knew that we were not using that much fuel. 2, a lot of Nigerians have tightened their belt. You see,
can say that again.
you have some neighbors that before they take light, they'll put on their generator. Oga off gen now, like they. No. Now, they are rationing their usage of their generators. So even if there's fuel or no fuel, people know how to use it. In fact, these days, some people, they take their light and they are not good. They are not so quick to put on their.
They hang on a while.
So we're learning how to ration our usage, and that also goes to cars and buses and transportation.
Even generally, I think that already, if we look at it from, if people really do reduce it, then it reduces our carbon imprint.
Yeah, it does. So again, I noticed that. Now on Sundays, which is the only time that I actually get to go out of my neighborhood, and the last 3 or 4 Sundays I've been out of my neighborhood, I noticed that traffic had dropped. There are places where on Sunday, because of people going to church and other places of worship, that there's always traffic on Sunday.
True.
Now, apart from the fact that one construction company is taking all the time in the world to do what they are doing, I won't mention their name. When you leave that congestion, the other places where there are traffic lights, the traffic lights have been off for the last 3 Sundays. I can point to you. I even have videos and pictures. I can actually take you around on Sunday to show you. The traffic lights are off because there's no traffic.
No traffic.
Yes. There's no traffic. So people are not doing scallywaggy, like fella would say, scallywaggy waka. People are not waka anymore. You understand? Like now we are back to using GSM mobile. Say hello, you there house? You know they okay? No, I did my house. Nobody's going to check on anybody without
really
planning.
People tell you don't bother to come.
No worry, I'm fine. Let's do video call. So a lot of adjustments has taken place, and more will come, and we're still waiting for the palliatives. We're still waiting for the options. By the time we start to do the gas conversion, because I know that I spoke to a generator repairer, and he said that the gas carburetor that he's installing from people was 19,500. Then I saw online that they are now selling it as high as 30K.
Yeah.
The guy came here to service generators,
and
he told me 19.5. And 2 weeks after, I heard it's 30K.
It's gone up.
Which shows that there's a high demand for it. So people are also converting to gas, and they've not even gotten the CNG or any of the other gases. They're just using the regular cooking gas, you know. So from all of those things, those scenarios, I believe that yes, our consumption will reduce, because I'm not gonna lie, buying fuel at 100 plus naira to buying fuel at 500 plus naira is not a mean feat.
Did you
It's
see?
no be small matter.
There was something rolling online recently. I think 2 days ago. Yesterday I saw it again. This guy walked up to a filling station, had a chat with an attendant. I was asking the attendant, look, do you find people coming here to say fill up as usual? Very funny, hold it. And the guy said, Oga, wait till you talk. He said, do you have people coming in, driving here and saying they want to fill up? He said, fill up? Oga, somebody brought a bulletproof Mercedes Benz 2 nights ago. And they were so happy that this guy was going to buy fuel. And when he got there, he just pushed his 2 fingers up like that, not being able to mouth 2,000.
Oh,
do you understand? And he did something like that. And he said, Oga, what does this mean? He said,
2K.
2K now. Said,
2K.
2K. He said he checked the vehicle again. What?
but at the end of the day,
Bulletproof
it's not what you
Mercedes.
have.
So it's no what
what
just
you have,
buttress
oh.
a bit of what Shola has been saying. With the truth, people are managing things now. Somebody says it's a hard way to learn, tough love, as they say. Probably, but we'll get there.
It's a lot. Anyway, Sha.
Before you move on, that story about generator and that Benz guy not being able, I remember a couple of years ago when fuel was maybe like, you could fill your tank with like 67 naira, 70 naira, your entire car. Yeah, I remember.
Yes.
I remember those times.
Yes.
I lived in this country those periods, so I'm telling you
Okay.
that there was a time when you could actually fill your car for less than 100 naira.
Yes.
Yes, in this country.
Okay, but we're also
But
not remembering that
it was Tokumbo's generation.
those 60s naira, 70 naira was
I
a
just
lot
knew you
to
were
come
going to
before
say
you could
something
get
like
by.
Just
Spend that much money.
But of course, it was the age.
It was a
when
lot of money.
When Volkswagen was 2,990.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Still,
same
at
thing I
that point,
told
how
you.
many people could afford that 2,900?
I'm just saying, Sha,
Precisely.
because I don't like it when some people try to rub their age in our faces. So
He was not saying it.
I
You were
have
the one
rubbed-
that brought it up.
I have rubbed my.
You were the
Don't look
one
up.
that brought
Thank
it
you.
up.
It's not even about Tokumbo.
I'm not saying
He's
it
my
was about
guy.
him, but you were the one that brought it up.
I am
Nobody
4
said anything.
generations after
Who is your
Tokumbo, so I
guy?
know what you now.
I'm not your guy.
Anyway, let's move on.
Now
We're
only
moving
you,
on.
my guy.
Moving on, before we go on to a lot of things that's happening around in Nigeria.
And my guy.
One of the trending things that seems to be trending now in Nigeria is wanting to break Guinness World Records.
The proliferation
Of wanting to break
attempting.
is alarming. First, let me start from an update of something we had talked about yesterday. Going all the way to Ekiti State, where the Ekiti State government had banned
We no go gree, oh, we no
the
go
3
gree.
day 72-hour Kiss-A-Thon.
Kiss-A-Thon is what we want.
Now,
Guys,
the Ekiti State government.
What you get to her? Just forget it.
Yeah.
What you get to her? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
The Ekiti State government has now gone further
Okay.
to say that if you try it, you are going to jail for 3 good years.
Bere,
Bere, Oti Ekpo.
it's just 3 good years. Is there 3 bad years?
Shall I had a better plan?
They are probably bad years. Those 3 years are probably bad years. But you know what?
Yeah.
I have an issue with it though. Sue me if it whatever. Now, this officially the Ekiti State government through the Commissioner of Justice and Attorney General has forbade any person or corporate body from allowing the execution of the proposed program. He added that the planned Kiss-A-Thon program is contrary. Why are you kidding me right now? Section 148 and Section 150 of the Criminal Law 2021, which prohibits indecent acts and practices in the state, and anyone who violates the law is guilty of a felony and is liable to imprisonment for 3 years. Now, I have a few questions.
Constitutionally speaking.
What determines indecent acts? When we really think about it, and I'm not saying that okay, State cannot do whatever it is they want to do. I'm just saying that are they not infringing on the right of expression of people? Because what do we actually call indecent acts? What you call, is it written in a constitution? Abi, there should be a list of what is determined as indecent acts. Is it just me? Somebody else is not talking.
It's not that I'm not talking. It's just around Nigeria, man. You see,
I'm just saying, like, what actually determines what we call indecent acts?
Oh,
because
see,
really,
again, look. As much as we like to, at times we're being sarcastic. At times we're being.
I'm not. I'm actually being serious.
I'm not speaking for you, my friend. At times we're being sarcastic. At times we're being real. Now she's being real because she cut me short, but I'm just going to say it. She's being real. She's speaking her mind, and this is what she feels. However, I feel that, Ekiti State government, they have this fantastic governor, and I'm not sure that he will want to do anything that is ultra-virus. And he's not going to do anything that's not within the law. So whatever they are quoting is the written law. It's not something that was made up. Indecent exposure. A lot of people don't. There's a Black Badger song. Rough packing, cussing, obstruction. I can't explain that song. I cannot explain that song. But you see, what I put that in, as a comic relief. What counts as indecent exposure is at times even men coming out without covering their entire body. We have old and archaic laws. Let us not get that.
Indecent acts.
That's
the thing.
I'm talking about indecent acts, indecent exposure, and how there are laws that are already in existence. Remember that we're starting a series very soon where we're going to be breaking down the law.
That's what I'm saying.
And when we get to a point, you'll be shocked at some things that are in the law.
Very shocked.
I'm like,
So indecent acts is indecent dressing is.
Yes.
I'm not saying indecent dressing is not what
we were here when polytechnics
in public is indecent.
And higher institutions in this country has banned certain dress modes.
Because it's a school.
And dress codes.
It's a school.
Yes, but it must be on the leg of the law. It must be standing on the tripod of the law or on some kind of foundation of the law.
Otherwise, society will go murky.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yes,
I feel that yes, it would have been nice for them. Maybe they should look for a more friendly state like Zamfara. Zamfara State, Kano.
Are you serious? Your opinion?
Yeah, my opinion.
Okay.
They can go to those kind of states where they don't have problem. They will allow you come and do. So back to the matter. The truth is, we are not that society that will condone some of these things. However, if it's human rights and it's not captured in the law, then it is not human rights. As much as we want it to change, they can now go and meet their representatives to say, we want a law that allows us to kiss without being stopped by the state government.
They should go to the court, Shola.
Yes.
Take the government to the court and say they
That's
want
another
to do Kiss-A-Thon. And then they will just...
It's nothing... Oh, God. Now you are being old.
Kiss-A-Thon,
not Kiss-A-Thon.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's like a marathon,
of kissing.
Yes.
Kiss-A-Thon.
Whatever it takes, let them go to court now and take the government to court. We want to do
talking
this
about
thing,
Kiss-A-Thon, talking about Kiss-A-Thon.
But
I don't know if Tolubo is still going to dwell on darling Ekiti State and their kissing problem, because they have a kissing problem.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Anyway,
how do you know?
There's Dokubo said sing along. I mean, kiss along. There's sing along too.
Sing along.
No, wait.
Wait.
That one is another.
Please hold on. Is it in Ekiti State?
I don't know, but there's sing.
It's not too far from. No, it's not too far from.
It cannot be.
It's not too far from Ekiti. They said Ekiti now.
Where?
It's not too far. It's next to. Look at the border.
Where is it?
Check the geography of.
We're not checking.
I don't know the location. I'm just looking for the location. Please, I hope it's just not Ekiti because you push that.
But they sing along, as you said. You don't have to contest that in court. That's okay.
Well, we're just saying that everybody's trying to break every record.
Anyway, there's a sing-along that is ongoing for 200 hours.
What's the guy's handle again? Let me quickly check it as I hear.
By the way, he must make sure the songs make sense.
Precious Richie.
The songs must make sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's
He
just you have to sing for 200 hours.
I don't think it has to make sense, but
why not?
If you have to.
When you do cooking competition, must you cook bad things?
You don't have to cook nice stuff, or you don't. Really, you don't
just
have
cook
to
anything.
That Ekiti girl, you didn't hear what she said. Come.
You don't
Just
have
keep,
to cook
just
like
keep cooking.
very
keep cooking.
wonderful things. No, this one seriously, because really, this guy's voice. I don't sing. I know I don't have a key.
You may not know what you want, but you know what you don't.
I know what I don't want. You get it. Exact. Oh God.
It's
Oh.
me now.
You get it.
We are going to court.
If I don't know what I want, but I know what I don't want.
Yes, I go to
That's
court.
what I don't want. No.
Okay.
So you pull.
Okay.
Let's be serious. Okay, before I get to being serious, also there's a lady that she says in Ondo State that she has just finished cooking for 150 hours. Chef Diola.
That's what she said.
I have two questions. What actually makes you a chef? Because as bad as bad, I can cook a few things. Yeah. Does that qualify me as a chef? Because now everybody is chef this, chef that. Everybody's going on chef this, chef that.
I think we're gonna check the meaning of chef and get it straight.
Just wanted to
Look,
put it out.
if you have somebody that goes to white garment church, and the person have a white garment church cap, if you collect it and wear it and enter kitchen, you are a chef.
No, don't go.
You are chefing your
Don't
chef.
go that way, Shala. No, why not?
All the people that say that girl that said she's chef, she don't even go culinary anything. She's not chefing something.
That's
No,
what my,
it's using,
I support Doluponi.
you using the cap, the
it's
church cap.
Mr. T.
Okuti. It's not that deep.
That be so conspicuous.
No, hey, okay, it's fine.
Don't be
It's
so.
not that deep.
fine.
Don't be so serious in
Don't
the
be so
matter.
serious.
Leave me out of it. Let's go back to the girl who want to cook.
We can't
Anyway,
leave
The one
she's
cooking.
finished cooking though for 150
150
hours.
hours.
But seriously,
Now,
yeah.
did they give a list of the delicacies she prepared?
I don't know. Oh God.
No.
I'm not in Ondo State now.
Ondo again.
Ask the
You
person-
see, Ondo is close to Ekiti.
It's
yeah?
not Ekiti State.
Okay, it's alright, fine.
Thank you very much.
Okay, fine.
There are a lot of states that are close to Ekiti. Oshu State is
Oshun
one.
is close.
So
Kwara State is another one.
Oshun again, Oshun. That
the
area is.
now that we are on the matter of Guinness Book of Records, just this is everything we are saying. It's very important. So the sing-along guy, aka
Togobo's guy.
his name
I cover it for you.
is Oluwatobi Kufeji, and he's in Okeafa in Tokubo's area of Lagos, which is Isolo.
Oh, it's in Lagos State. Okay.
It's in
It's in
Isolo.
Lagos.
All right. So seriously, okay.
And he said he's a praise worship arrangement.
Let's be serious.
200 hours.
Let's be serious here.
Yeah.
200 hours.
I know that when the chef Dami was started her own, and a lot of people were against her. I'm like, everybody's
Allow
hustle.
her.
Allow everybody do whatever it is they want to do, which is what I will still tell. I still believe in strongly. Everybody can do whatever it is they want to. Because somebody did it yesterday, does not mean that you can't do yours today. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Who said you're going to wake up tomorrow? So why not just get it out and do whatever it is you want to do. However,
Which is whenever.
I would also appreciate creativity.
Yeah.
There's something that we're very quick to doing in Nigeria. We are very, this has nothing to do with Guinness World Records. You see,
Copycatism.
I can pick up a few things. I remember there was a time in, I growing up in Ibadan. When the proliferation of sachet water, what we call pure water, came out, there were only 2 companies that used to do those things in Ibadan then. Yeah. And it was a thing. All of a sudden, everybody started doing it.
What should the guy who started it in Surulere do? The man who started it himself, man had come back from somewhere in the western coast of Nigeria. I know this company very well on Adelabu Street. What should he do? Like, before he could even start making his money, everybody was doing pure water.
Everybody was doing it. You can't
We
count the amount of
always
businesses.
jump on the bandwagon.
Yes,
There
that's
was a
my
time.
issue.
There was a time when growing up, we had table tennis boards in every nook and cranny of Lagos.
Yeah, every business, everybody was
A few years after, it was snooker.
snooker.
Pool. And I was a big pool guy. I even invested in it. I owned a proper snooker table, not even pool, snooker. We invested in it. I remember when we took it to a friend's place because they had space in Surulere, Aguda. And barely 2 weeks after, 2 buildings after, They came with one bungalow thing, and they came. So on that street there were 3 boards. I just noticed that our customer base
They're reducing
had
now.
reduced.
Of course.
So what's going on? And I went to the place. I said, I want to play. I paid. Then you shoot the ball, and the thing was not so great. And I'm like, oh, well. You see, now, we had invested like a lot of money in trying to do the right thing. But you see, Nigerians, they don't care. Their bottom line is that, oh, if this guy is doing it, I can do it too. And this is what we have done with the Guinness World Record. Now we are at that level where we are becoming a joke. I'm not saying people should not be creative, but I think it's time to set up the Nigerian Guinness World Record Council.
We're not creative. That's my issue.
See,
like,
I have a suggestion for Mr. President. See, listen to me. Set up the Nigerian Guinness World Record Regulatory Council. People must come there, present their plan, well detailed, before they can even attempt it, because we're becoming a joke. And before we leave this matter, in Cameroon, it's worse. So Tokumbo is causing Tokumbo. Their family in Ekiti are trying to kiss. Cameroon is sex-a-thon.
yeah.
That's my fare that is going to get here. You know, that's the truth. But let me quickly drop this. Even the publishers or owners of the franchise Guinness World Records or whatever, they're going to be impressed by the number of competition.
They might probably just block us.
Coming out.
They might just block us from.
So Nigeria itself going to have a mention in that book with time.
The highest number.
Whether they passed it or they failed it.
Public service announcement.
Because
Mr. President, another suggestion, I'm going to cut Tokumbo to harmonize our thoughts. Let us create our Nigerian Guinness World Record.
So that we'll leave the original.
Let's leave these people.
Let's leave them
Because
alone.
I'm now, my eyes are pushing
Yeah,
me.
it's actually getting very annoying.
Abi,
Well,
Sebi, Tojubanti, eyes are pushing me.
Everywhere.
Abi,
I don't know, that's translation.
Abi.
Okay,
My eyes
let's
are
go.
pushing
Let's
me.
move
You are
on.
pushing
Let's
your
move
eyes.
on.
You in
You are the one that is
particular,
pushing
you
your
are the one
eyes.
Shame is catching me.
Anyway, let's move on quickly from that. As let's go on to this news from the stable of Mr. President. Mr. President has now written to the House of Representatives seeking the confirmation of service chiefs. That's expected. Also, he has now appointed Taiwo Oyedele as the chairman of the new Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms. He has come up with a committee on that, and that is the chairman of that. We know that there were a few executive orders yesterday bordering on taxes, and so looks
Can
like.
I ask a question?
Yeah.
The committee set up. What are they expected to do? Formulate new taxes or what?
Reform the taxes that
Reform the ones that are already
yes,
and in existence.
yeah, and
no,
maybe
sorry.
come up with new ones, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, basically the terms of reference are wide, but you guys have narrowed in on the most important parts of it. The man who is going to be the chairman is actually a very, very good person when it comes to is a professional, is a master when it comes to tax issues and all of that. So I think it's a right step in the right direction. Another thing that people need to understand is that when we talk IGR and everything, it's not necessarily about taxes alone, but now they need to harmonize the entire tax system so that, there are places where there will be concessions and there will be places where there will be increments. And again, there's going to be a wider dragnet now.
Yeah.
If you've not been paying taxes, they're going to create a system that will make you pay one way or the other.
Yeah.
But again, we keep comparing ourselves. Oh, there's free education in Sweden. There's Kineko
Are you
in
paying
Canada.
the kind of taxes they pay?
If you go and check the taxes that they pay, like I pointed out the other day when we were discussing, in America, they complain about the taxes. Oh, it's too much. But they don't even pay as much as other countries, out there. So this is where we are, and this is the reality. Do we really want a system that works, or we just want to complain? So
now,
there we are. But before you move away, you also talked about two things. The chief of staff, chief of army staff, chief of navy, chief of air force, all usually chief of defense staff, the name that they're given is service chiefs. A part of you feels that, oh, what's up with the drama? The thing is that everything has to go through a process and it has to be legitimized. So it would be nice if the House of Assembly expedites action, because without security, anything that we are planning is zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, still talking about the government. Former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, has now said that. Oh my God!
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Ayodele Fayose has said that whatever happens, he was in a meeting with Mr. President at Aso Rock. Let me quickly say something. Aso Rock has been demystified.
Oh yes.
Demystified.
Now we know how it looks
in 1 month.
Now we know how it looks.
All we had seen before was the corridor, and at most the press room. But now you find that
even the press room self, everybody is just entering the press room anyhow.
And a lot of people had not seen that press room.
Holding press conferences.
A lot of people had not seen it.
They're
So
actually
that's why
holding
when they
conferences
see some people there, they say, "No, look at the court. It's not president office, Joe. It's just press room." It's been demystified. I think it's a good thing. But there should be a level to it too, but before you people do it, I know we're coming through.
Exactly.
Now,
why should you do what you said people should not do when it comes to Guinness Books of Records?
we'll come first now.
I want to go to the Aso Rock.
Oh,
because people are going there.
Okay.
Because people are going there. Yes.
While Tokumbo is playing
because people are going
The what?
I'm going to say what.
Anyway, moving on from that.
Ayodele Fayose really went and had a meeting with Mr. President.
Yeah.
And there's something he said. That the reason why I'm dwelling on Fayose's story is that if you are a Tinubu supporter, if you are a Peter Obi Atiku supporter, learn how to be dispassionate. Learn how to stand and put Nigeria first.
Yeah.
So that when your principal, your favorite guy
Gets there.
makes a mistake, you're the one that tells him. Criticisms have helped for those who want to learn. So Fayose said something that I want Tinubu's people to learn from. And the rest of them, all of them, even the governors.
Yeah.
And the House of Assembly people, you worship these people. No, you shouldn't. So when they derail, just like Fayose said to Tinubu, I will call you out.
Yeah.
That is when we will move forward as a country.
Yeah, that definitely is. Quickly, let's move on from that and let's go to Osun State. Now, Governor Adeleke has finally appointed commissioners after 7 months. I was going to ask, isn't there a law in place, or did Mr. President not sign it? Maybe he didn't sign it.
Well,
I thought there was a law that I think is 30 days or 60 days or something.
Law in place or not, there's something that I don't want to believe. I understand the fact that people need to put people who are competent in place.
Mm-hmm.
But is it true that the governor of Osun has appointed 2 members of his family?
Oh, yes, he has. Oh, yes.
As commissioners?
Oh, yes.
2 members of his
family.
2, not 1, 2.
2 members of... there's a Maruf Adeleke and... Adenike. Yes. Exactly.
It doesn't sit well with me. I've always been of the opinion that if someone is good enough, regardless of their connections with the family, they should go. But now 2 members, not 1, 2.
My own issue is that we see that there is nobody else that could fit that position.
So that's why there's 2.
That's nepotism to me. That
2.
That is nepotism.
There's nepotism.
There's no explanation for it.
It is nepotism.
Anyway, still talking about Osun State. Sorry, which is really running out of time.
Yeah.
Still going from Osun State, there's now the government has ordered a review of the staff auditing process. The issue with the staff auditing process is now that the civil servants are rejecting it. There's rumors of how there's going to be some retrenchment. There's going to be half paying of salaries. The Osun State government has said there is nothing like that. But there's staff auditing and
from experience, whenever you hear staff auditing,
yeah,
it's either the salaries will be cut, allowances will go completely off, and the numbers.
And you know
dwindle.
what I was gonna say.
So there is no reason. Just a minute. There is no reason why you shouldn't tell the people the truth.
The truth.
Let
For
them
me,
know what is happening.
Why I think that
Let them know.
Osun State would always had this issue was because I remember I saw a video a few days ago during a debate before the elections where the former governor was telling this present governor that he should stop over promising
Yes.
Because we know for a fact, especially people that live in Osun State, if you know Osun State very well, Osun State has one of the highest number of civil servants in the country. Unfortunately, they have one of the lowest IGRs. Because of the high number of civil servants, there are not a lot of private companies. So what does that mean? There are not a lot of taxes that are coming in from the private sector. There's not a lot of private sector and what's it called?
Activity.
So it's the government that literally feeds a large chunk of the people.
Yeah.
So we're just recycling money and just waiting for how much money does the state itself make. That's where the issue comes from. So do I think that Osun State needs a staff audit? Maybe they do.
They do.
Maybe they need to, or maybe before the staff audit, maybe they need to find a way to attract more private sector so that these people that you probably staff audits would probably get jobs somewhere else, because the problem will be
attractive.
yes, if the more
Yeah.
if you remove them from the system,
Yes.
where do they go?
Where do they go?
So we're not going to quickly jump on the bandwagon and start to criticize the governor of Osun State. We're going to watch and wait and hear from the people. I've seen videos of pensioners complaining that he has refused to meet with them. I've seen videos of people walking out of the staff audit and singing, the songs of protest, solidarity forever, and all of that. But regardless of what it is, we must realize, just like Dokbo pointed out, that at times, there's more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
not repeat ourselves.
Let's
here.
just-
We'll just monitor.
We'll just monitor. Moving on quickly from that and move on to Ogun State, where a former governor and the senator has come out to say that, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that is seeing it this way. Former governor and senator Gbenga Daniel has asked the current governor, he put out a letter, which I think was very unnecessary, asking the governor to suspend his pension as a former governor. He put it out there how his 600 and something thousand naira monthly pension should be suspended.
His own.
Yes,
His own.
the one that he gets from the state.
Yeah.
So, if I remember correctly, there is a package, I think, from each state, how they're supposed to get cars after every few years and all the other allowances. What happens to those other allowances? Are they stopping those as well? That's one. Two, why suspend, not cancel? Because does that mean that once he stops being a senator, he will start collecting that pension again?
Okay, I think it's done the right thing by law, because you're not supposed to draw from two different accounts when you're working for government. There's a law against this. It's criminal, and it could get
He
him
probably
into
should tell a lot of his colleagues in this house.
well, regardless. So whatever it is, what
is blazing the trail.
what Otumba Gbenga Daniel has done is what a lot of people have also done in the past. They make it official, because if you don't, it can come back to bite you. When people will say, "Oh, you're still drawing from your returns as a former governor,"
Because I can count
And
at
you're
least
also-
5-10
you're
governors
also
that are in
earning-
that same Senate. Are
You're-
they not collecting pension as well?
He has done the right thing by coming out to announce that he has sent a letter, because we'd like to put things in perspective and talk about the law. So the law says that you're not supposed to earn those two monies side by side, and that's what Gbenga Daniel has done, and I don't fault anything that he has done by announcing it. Do I share the sentiments that he shouldn't be even earning as a past governor? Yes. I feel that service as a governor should be seen as service. Do you understand? He spent 8 years as a governor. In 8 years, and this is a massive private sector person, he owns a lot of private businesses, and he's doing well. So again, you wonder, like, okay, do you really need your state to be giving you a kobo? But you see, it's not his fault, because there's a law backing what he is doing. Him getting those payments is backed by law. So you want to stop it. Like Lagos State passed the law, and some other states have passed that law. Ogun State should do the same thing. Until they do that, you must commend Gbenga Daniel for coming out to say, "Don't pay me again until I'm done being a senator."
Okay, now let's move on from that. Move on to an update of something that happened yesterday. I think it was at the bar that we had said that Abba Kyari had been granted bail by an Abuja court. Now, interestingly, he's still in custody because on the case where he was released or it was granted bail, it is about not declaring his assets. The case that was really known that made the whole arrest really popular is about the drug related issues, which that particular judge, which is a different judge now, has refused to grant him bail.
I don't care.
Matter, he's still.
I said it yesterday that if he's granted bail on one case, they will hold him on another one. Yeah, I don't think I want to dwell on Abba Kyari's matter. My own is that.
No, just wanted to like.
Oh no! It's my own. I'm just speaking my own mind now. I'm not faulting what you said. I'm just responding that I don't care. As long as you have committed a crime, you will pay. Mr. Abba Kyari, was given a lot of powers, and he was celebrated man of the year and all of that, and he misused it. So yeah, he granted bail and not released. Yeah, that's what we wanted. That's what we expected. It's not news to us.
Anyway,
make it day
quickly. A Nigerian businessman has now rewarded the true 2023 JAMB highest scorer with 2.5 million naira.
Yeah.
Mauritius also kudos to her school because they have a lot of high score.
Yes.
That school, whatever it is they're doing, it's amazing. Anyway, I like the fact that this girl, because it looked like a lot of attention was taken off her.
Yeah, a big shout out to the person who was giving her 2.5 million naira. I think she's going to get more. And now, from now onwards, everybody will be careful about their pronouncements about this JAMB result.
Yeah.
It has created a lot of buzz and awareness. Talking about Nigerian businessmen, some guy has turned into business by dating vulnerable women who are widows and, getting compromising pictures of them and extorting them. And I'm happy that the Lagos State Police Command has confirmed that this person has been arrested.
Yes.
Now, this is a clarion call to women and men, actually. Look, there's nothing wrong with you being in a relationship with anybody as long as you are consenting adults. But please be more careful with the people that you're with.
Animals,
why is anybody in your relationship taking pictures of anything at any time?
Even if you do and it's consenting.
No, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
Why is I don't take a picture of me, I won't take a picture of you in that compromising situation. That's my opinion. In your own, it's fine.
My own, really.
I'm just saying that.
I probably
why am I dating someone that feels she has to take my picture in a compromising situation?
If both of you and you are consenting adults or
as long as you're okay
having
with
common sense, do you understand? It would not have been a problem if he was someone that had common sense. Nobody would have known.
We know a Nigerian actress.
That's where my issue comes
from. A Nigerian actress who with her husband took a lot of pictures whenever they were in intimate positions. She took a laptop that packed up to go and fix at a computer person's place, only to find her pictures splashed all over the internet. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get that angle.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that in my own situation,
you'd rather not take a picture.
Don't even take the picture.
Yeah.
That's me talking.
Okay, and on that note, that is all we able to take today on the Boombar. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again on Monday with another wonderful edition of the bar. Do have a beautiful, beautiful weekend ahead.